We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. Now the stock had an explosive run today in the pre-market. There's several reasons why. Some of it has to do with the charts. There was news that came out and a lot of speculation and hype revolving around this stock pushed it up higher. Now it did fall downwards, and the stock is now sitting sideways, trying to find a new support at a newer high, right? Going from down here at the $8-7 range all the way up to $9 to $10. And we need to talk about what 42 Vision is showing. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs we managed to find this week so far. While not guaranteed to be that way every single day and every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity with our 42 Vision indicators, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave jumps of 10 to 20%. 20% plus and becoming home runs, and this is when we mentioned them early on in the pre-market. So the first one here is DRUG. It was under a bull indicator pulling down towards the bell, actually crossed the outflows here, and quickly inflows picked back up moments after. Full strength on 42 Vision, full strength on the inflows, and it gave a highest point of 40% plus within an hour, guys. The next one was here with SPRC, sitting sideways in the pre-market, gaining traction towards the bell, and even after the bell got that bull indicator. Inflow stayed above the midpoint, shifted from red to green, continued with strength on 42 Vision, and it gave a highest point of 30% plus within minutes, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond, had an explosive move to the upside. Now the question is, could it hold itself up? And we need to talk about what 42 Vision is showing, what our inflow versus outflow indicator is showing, and what's going on here within the charts. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, QQQ bot, newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up our inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with Bbby. We were watching closely if inflows could pick up on the 30-minute, and not only on the 30-minute, but also on the 15-minute. And they both got bull indicators in the pre-market. Things popped up, but quickly lost traction here after the bell. You could see how those outflows started to pick up, cross the midpoint, and same thing here with the 30-minute as it crossed the midpoint and got that bear indicator. But early on in the pre-market, it bounced from these levels of $8 and some change all the way up towards $11, almost $12.50. And it rejected 2 times up here at very key resistance levels, right? Which was $12.60 and a little bit lower than that at $12.20s, right? And then it tried to bring itself back up after the bell to $11.97, and it lost traction very, very quickly. But in the bigger picture, as I showed you guys earlier in the video, it is trying to create a staircase effect, right? Runs don't just happen in a straight line. It takes bounces, newer highs, newer lows, and then also finding support and resistance where it needs to break and pull towards, right? So right now, yes, under a bear indicator, outflows dominated here for most of the day, but towards the end of the day, inflows started to pick up. They got crossed again, and you can see how things started to move from $10 back up to $10.50. Now it's going to take a lot more inflows to actually make this predominant in the chart and pull it away from the midpoint. That's the main thing I'm watching here on the inflows going into tomorrow as this continues to play out. The other thing as well is this needs to get canceled out by a bull indicator in the process if it brings itself back up. Now in the bigger picture, on the 4 hour, it's still holding itself down. This is the one thing that could actually destroy the momentum, right? If this does not pick up on inflows, even if it doesn't cross the midpoint, that's fine, but at least try to bring itself up towards it, and this momentum could possibly try to continue, and especially retesting the resistance of 1250s, 1260s, right? But we're still under a bear indicator here in the bigger picture, but it's our first transition from red bars to red with green borders. Very important, as I pointed that out in our previous videos as things were consolidating, and I've stated this is not guaranteed to move like it did before, but it could try to create a dead cat bounce or momentum move on just technicals in the charts or even news. Today, the news that came out was one of the biggest reasons that the stock had FUD, and it has to do with what you see popping up here on the screen. This news came out today in the morning. I shared it with the Discord members, and I shared with everyone why the stock was moving up higher. Not guaranteed to stay up there or even go higher than what it already has done, but they scored financing deal, which is one thing that a lot of people were speculating on, that the stock was going to go into bankruptcy. And here we are with it scoring a deal to probably get itself out or finance its way into flourishing again as a possible company that could be running and turn profitable at some point, right? Not guaranteed, but that's the whole point, right? That's the whole entire growth story of many stocks on the stock market. Now, here we are with it. The inflows picked up on the 30-minute. Tomorrow, I'm going to be watching if this could stay above the midpoint as we see it here. Super important for this to continue to pull upwards. And if it comes back towards it or breaks through it, we may test newer lows or support levels again, as we've seen in the chart, which we're going to touch base on in just a moment, right? Now, we also are going to watch here the 15-minute. That's the main thing I'm watching here because this shows us a little bit of more volatility and it's going back down towards the midpoint. If it crosses it, this could go ahead and roll over into the 30-minute. I'm going to be watching for it to bring itself back up if it does cross it temporarily, or could it hold itself above it, not cross the midpoint and bring itself down and come back up, pulling up the 30-minute with it, and continuation on the 4 hour as we saw in the video here earlier, that it's actually pushing up. And as I'm doing this video live here, if you made it this far in the video, you're going to find this interesting, but inflows just picked up. This is popping up as we speak, and we're going to talk about what resistance level you want to watch, right? This is what it's all about with inflow versus outflow, the bull and bear indicators, to give us those extra layers of confirmation. So here we are with the first resistance, $11, okay? That gets broken through. The high of the day here, $12.22, is going to be very important. And as I'm doing this video, I circled it so you guys could see how it's popping up. Those inflows are picking up. And on the 15-minute here, we just got a bull indicator as I'm speaking. It's pushing up higher. I love the fact that this is happening so you guys could really see what it is that I look for and how this works, right? This bear indicator, if this confirms and it stays there and it continues, these inflows could probably start to pick up, pull away from the midpoint, and actually cancel out that bear indicator in the process, right? And on the 30-minute, it's right now pushing up higher, and we need to see if a bull indicator can pop up that could possibly cancel out this bear indicator, and those resistance levels, as I stated, $11 and back up towards $11.22 are going to be super important. And so far, it's hit a high here of $10.92. Now, to the downside, if this loses traction going into tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to be watching is the support here of $9.72. Super important support level. If this bear indicator does not get canceled out and this starts to pull downwards and the outflows start to pick up and we go towards the midpoint or even cross it on the 30-minute, then that support level is going to matter, and this bear indicator is dominating over the chart. Now, if it pulls down even lower, the next support is down here at $8.72. Okay, those are the key levels I'm watching to the downside and to the upside. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.